Okay, welcome to part 4 of Melbourne Cup preview 2020. Second horse we're going to look at is the second top-rated Tiger Moth. We've already covered Sir Dragonet. We've got rated at $7. Tiger Moth we've got rated at 7.50, and Tiger Moth goes around at currently 7.50. So he's actually about the right price, and you'll see in our win betting that's why we've limited his potential return to a low of 52.52 units compared to Sir Dragonet at 80 and Astron at 126 and Dashing Willoughby at 243 where the big overs lie. But Tiger Moth second top rated, and from a ratings perspective, Tiger Moth we actually had rated at a 6 to 8. We've got a little bit of a query of the distance versus the pedigree and also the alley that Tiger Moth has being drawn so wide. If we go and pull up Tiger Moth, this is Tiger Moth winning the Kilturn, which we're going to go and take a look at the video replay of. But Tiger Moth comes in overly well bred by Galileo out of a Mujadil mare, Lessons in Humility. And the query that we've got from a breeding perspective with the dam Lessons in Humility, she's by Mujadil, and Mujadil gets its best progeny over 7.7 furlong average. And Tiger Moth is one of numerous winners for this Mujadil mare, Lessons in Humility, but it's got 4 full relations also by Galileo, the best of them being the minor stakes winner Butterscotch, and they're all at their best from 7 furlong up to 9 furlong. And Tiger Moth at its best over 12 furlong, we know winning the Kilturn and second in Santiago's Irish Derby, and also win its maiden by space, and its maiden was a great win as well on that note. But yeah, so I just got a bit of a query whether it'll get a strong 3,200. But the way it won the Kilturn Stakes last start, which I'm going to show you, the way it carted the rest of the field up to the tearaway leaders, even though 2 of those were 2 of its stablemate pacemakers, suggested it will get the trip. So, and from a looks perspective, it has shown more to the Galileo side of its pedigree, the top half of its pedigree, which is unusual on this cross. Okay, this is Tiger Moth back here, bringing the rest of the field up. These are 2 of the stablemates. They're the pacemakers that go on now. This is Tiger Moth back here. Okay. It's going to bring him here as they come round into the home bend. It's Tiger Moth bringing it up to the rest of them, right? Tiger Moth has the race run a long way from home, travels well into it. The advantage of a pacemaker, but this horse has an adaptable speed profile too, where it can go forward or can go back, which is a huge advantage in the Melbourne Cup, especially considering it is drawn so wide. And that's the big query. With the query on its ability to be able to get a strong 32 from the bottom half of its pedigree and drawn wide, what will happen with it? If the real Tiger Moth shows up and it gets the trip, it can potentially roll Sir Dragonet, but that's a big query. Will it get the trip strongly from a breeding perspective? We're not sure. Will it get cover? Will it go forward? Will it go back? It's got an adaptable speed profile, can be ridden forward and can come from the back. So that's Tiger Moth, second top rated in the Melbourne Cup. We've got it as a winning result, but can it overturn Sir Dragonet? That's a big query. Astron's the next horse we'll look at. It's the third top rated. The form coming out of Tiger Moth's last start win. Let's see if we can get this in quickly before this video ends. I want to keep this one to 5 minutes. This is silence, please. This is the race that it won last start. The form out of it's just top class all the way through. I've actually covered this in another video in the earlier feed on AHRT. The depth of the form coming out of this race, I've spent 3 or 4 minutes on it. Okay, the second horse home. Start prior, beaten 2 in a Group 1, 3-year-old German Group 1. Next horse home, I'm going to go right near the end of this video here. But you can see the form coming out of this race. Buckhurst back in 4th. We know the Buckhurst form lines. Third horse home. Start prior, beaten a nose in a listed race. Winner the start prior at listed level at Cork.